Hello, everyone. I would like to welcome you to the Helen Keller Award. My name is Brittany New, and through my design business, I create content that helps people use media to work smarter. So tonight we're going to be celebrating fellow creative women here that have a variety of different channels, and we are just so excited to be celebrating all of you.
And I'm Jim Mullen. I make product videos for the Amazon Influencer Program and have a YouTube channel where I help middle-aged creators get started monetizing their content. It's great to be with you here, Brittany.
Same here, Jim. I'm really happy that we're hosting this event together.
Welcome to the Helen Keller Awards. We're honored to have you all here tonight to celebrate the incredible women creators.
And this award is not about numbers. It's not just about views, likes, or followers.
It's about showing up, sharing your voice, and creating the kind of content that makes people feel seen.
That's right. We're here tonight to honor women making amazing videos that the YouTube algorithm maybe didn't just catch the first time, but that still deserve to shine.
What matters to us is the idea, the story, the engagement, and the deep passion behind it.
And tonight, we celebrate those voices, those stories, that creativity.
First of all, let's hear about why we picked the name. Brittany?
Yes, Jim. So we didn't want to use something generic like Impact or Tube Award. And honestly, most big award shows are often named after men, like the Oscars, for example. So since tonight we are all about celebrating women, we wanted to choose a woman's name, someone who stands for courage, creativity, and that would be Helen Keller. She was an American author and activist and the first deafblind person to earn a college degree. And she spent her whole life inspiring others with her story.
And just like her, Brittany, the women we're honoring here tonight are using their voices to share powerful messages. Even if the algorithm didn't notice, we did.
Amazing, Jim. But before we move forward, we would love to hear from you guys. So how is everyone feeling tonight? Go ahead and type in the chat where you are streaming from. We are very curious to hear.
Yeah, please take a moment and share in the chat and tell us, are you feeling excited, inspired, or just a little nervous like me?
New York, North Carolina, Philly, Latvia. Wow, I'm in Europe as well. Chicago, Gulf Shores, Detroit, Atlanta. Wow, all over the place. It looks like we are getting a lot of love and excitement coming through tonight. So thank you all for sharing your energy with us. And in the chat, we're going to be asking you guys to engage a little bit. And that's a place where we can just connect with you guys. And at the award, we will have, at the end of the award, we're going to have a special moment to take a group screenshot together. So we would love for all of you guys to stay to the end for that photo opportunity.
That sounds great. Let me share our gratitude for each and every one of our partners. Go Brunch, creating amazing rooms for your community and Go Brunch. Terracotta, free websites, build better and faster websites. And Firecut AI is going to save you hours on editing with this amazing Adobe Premiere extension. And of course, Heart Alley Books. I forgot about them. Don't forget about it. Turn your story into a real book. Heart Alley Books can help you to publish it.
All right, so let's begin with our first amazing keynote speaker that is going to set the tone for our night. She is a best-selling author, event facilitator, and host of The Jenna Banks Show. She went from broke single mom to building and selling 2 successful businesses for nearly $1 million in profit. And now she dedicates her work to empowering others to follow their dreams and live life to their fullest potential. So,
please welcome Jenna Banks.
I think
your mic is off, Jenna.
Oh, I'm that person. I'm the one on mute today. Thank you so much. Yeah. Can you hear me okay?
We can hear you, yes.
I hear you.
Okay, awesome. It's such an honor to be here with all of you today. Thank you, Richard and Angela, for inviting me to be the opening keynote speaker. And I just want to take a second to congratulate all the nominees. I'm really excited and honored to be here with you today on this really big evening. So real quick, I don't know if this was mentioned earlier, I didn't hear it, but the award winners for each category are going to be receiving a copy of my best-selling book, I Love Me More. So give me a second because I'm going to share with you my screen here. Here we go. Right. So there it is. My book, I Love Me More, is going to be given to everybody who wins in each category. And just so you know, it's won multiple awards. It's sold over 30,000 copies to date, and it's still a viral hit on TikTok. So I'm really excited about that. But you guys might be wondering, I Love Me More, what exactly does that mean, Jenna? So to answer that, I'm going to take you back to a moment in time that happened when I met up with my friend Emily for dinner shortly after breaking up with someone that I was really in love with. I just don't understand, she said. Why would you break up with somebody that you are still in love with? Without hesitation, I confidently said, because I love me more. She was looking at me flabbergasted. What do you mean, I love me more? That answer came so naturally for me that it was hard for me to explain, but I tried my best. I am my highest priority, I said. If I'm not going to feel valued in a relationship, then I don't hesitate to choose myself and put my needs first. I'd rather break my own heart and suffer the temporary consequences of that than not value myself enough and stay. She was still giving me that same confused look. But you still love him, she said. I don't understand, Jenna. Are you sure you've thought this through? Trust me, my point of view didn't come to me overnight, but over many experiences and many hard-fought internal battles spanning over my entire life. You see, as much as I loved him, I still put my needs and my happiness first in my life. I really did all I could do to communicate my relationship needs to him, but he still didn't treat me in a way that showed me that he actually valued having me in his life. I was putting so much of my time and my attention into helping him with his stuff, his work, his kids, all of that, and also into growing our relationship. And if I wasn't going to get what I needed in return, then I needed to value myself and call it quits. Now, a few weeks later, Emily called me and shared with me that she had been giving our last conversation a lot of thought. I have to be honest with you, she said. At first, I really couldn't understand where you were coming from, but I spent a lot of time thinking about what you said at dinner that evening, and it finally clicked. Suddenly, I Love Me More made so much sense to me, almost like in a third party kind of way. Like I am in a relationship with myself. Like I am looking back at me in the mirror and I'm in a relationship with myself. Like I love me more. Once this clicked for her, it changed how she viewed her own relationship. Now, she had been dating this guy named James, and she realized that the way he treated her didn't make her feel valued by him. He was constantly sending her these cryptic text messages that she had to try and read into. She didn't feel like a priority at all, and she found herself constantly agonizing and wondering where their relationship stood. She realized she wasn't valuing herself by putting up with this kind of treatment. This I Love Me More concept gave her the strength she needed to finally break it off with him once and for all. And thank God she did that, because not even a year later, she met and fell in love with an absolutely amazing person who treats her with the same value that she finally gave to herself. Oh, and they even have a new addition to their growing family. So this I Love Me More concept was an entirely new idea to my friend Emily. Perhaps it's a new concept for you too. Now, I know we're keeping this a little interactive today, so I would love to hear in the chat, like, does this resonate for you, or is this something new? Have you never heard of this before? If it's new, maybe put new in the chat. And if you've heard of this before, or you've come to know the same concept for yourself before, I would love to see in the chat as well. Let's see, is anyone? Okay, yeah, yes, it does resonate. Yeah, I'm hearing it does. Love the radical self-love wins. Yes, very familiar. Awesome. I love hearing that. So now some of you might be thinking, Jenna, I'm not on Hinge. I'm not on Bumble. I'm not on Match.com or out there in the dating scene. So this is all well and good, but this doesn't apply to me. Fair enough. But let me ask you this. Have you ever been at a job where you felt unvalued or unappreciated? Or how about a friendship? Or maybe some kind of organization that you joined where all of a sudden you think, this is not what I signed up for. But you stay anyway because you say to yourself, I'm not a quitter. I don't want to make anyone feel bad. Or, I've known this person since high school. Family is forever. And so you stick around even though you leave feeling depleted, diminished, or completely drained afterward. This concept of I love me more does not just apply to romantic relationships. It applies to all areas of our lives. Just like my friend Emily connected with I and me as a separate person looking back at us in the mirror, we are each in a relationship with ourselves. And it's the most important relationship we've got. We need to be consciously aware of this relationship, ensuring that we are treating ourselves with kindness and taking care of our own needs. Let's put it this way. If it's not your responsibility to put you first, whose responsibility is it? When you think about it, it makes so much sense, right? So then why do so many of us, women especially, have such a hard time when it comes to practicing self-love? Perhaps it's because society seems to teach women that putting ourselves first would be selfish, right? Bred to be the nurturing ones, we've learned to put everyone else first, abandoning ourselves and our needs along the way. I remember the situation that happened many years ago, back when I was working as in a new job in Silicon Valley as a business development manager. We're just about to start a company-wide meeting, and I'm chatting with the president for the very first time. Then he says, "It would be nice to have some coffee, Jenna. Wouldn't you like some coffee?" Actually, I didn't want any coffee, so I responded, "No, thanks. I'm good. I don't drink coffee this late in the day." Now, my boss was sitting right across from me, his mouth wide open. I swore I saw a fly go in and out. It was awkwardly silent, and I was feeling out of the loop as to what was going on. So then my colleague Mike did his best to break this uncomfortable silence, and he says to me, "Hey, Jenna, I know you like a good Starbucks latte. Wouldn't you like one right now? Hint, hint." I was like, "No, really, if I have coffee this late in the day, I will be awake all night long." The meeting went on. Everyone survived without coffee, okay? So at the end of the day, I go to my boss's office. I'm standing in the doorway of his office, about to say goodnight. The president is also sitting there right across from my boss's desk. And he turns to me and he says, "You know, Jenna, I really look up to you." I was clueless as to where this compliment was coming from, but I said, "Thanks. Probably because I'm wearing heels." We all laughed, then I headed home. On my way home, driving up windy Highway 17, I'm thinking about the day, the meeting and the coffee situation, the random "I look up to you" compliment. Then it hits me. Oh my God, those guys fully expected me to get them coffee. And they were shocked when I didn't. But it didn't even occur to me to get them coffee because I didn't want any. My needs were my highest priority, not theirs, which is not how most women have been conditioned to behave. They were so used to having their needs met, presumably by the women in their lives, that they didn't know how to react when their needs didn't trump my own. And it gained me their respect. Why? Because my actions showed the company president that I regarded myself higher than him. Not in a dog-eat-dog kind of way, and not in like a rude, conceited, narcissistic kind of way, but in a way that reminded him that we are all responsible for ourselves, and it's our own duty to fulfill our own needs. Now, it's different if I had a craving for coffee and I announced to the group, "Hey, I'm making a Starbucks run. Does anyone want anything?" That's just being polite. But last time I checked, errand girl was not on my job description. And hey, while we're at it, why didn't anyone ask Mike to get the coffee? Women are more likely to take care of the needs of others ahead of their own. And there's a lot of men and women who are accustomed to that and thus expect it. It's one of those social norms, right? And that also transfers right on over to the workplace as well. But here's the deal. Just because it's the way things have been doesn't mean it has to continue to be that way. Beliefs are not facts. We can consciously choose to change our beliefs and also our behaviors anytime we want to. By the way, I hear this all the time. Jenna, self-love sounds selfish to me. Does anyone else battle with that internally here as well? I'd be curious to see in the chat if that's something that crosses your mind when I bring up the idea of self-love, or maybe it's just what you've believed, or you know people who believe that. But here's the deal. There's been a lot of research on this, and I'm going to bring up my next slide because I just want to point out that after working with hundreds of clients, psychologist and life coach Vanessa Scotto says, not knowing the difference between selfishness and self-love is a prime cause of exhaustion, anxiety, and unhappiness. So I would like to set the record straight today and review with you the difference between selfishness and self-love, okay? So as noted in the Merriam-Webster dictionary, to be selfish, the definition of selfish is to be concerned excessively or exclusively with oneself, seeking or concentrating on one's own advantage, pleasure, or well-being. And here's the kicker, without regard for others, okay? Now, on the other hand, according to the Brain and Behavior Research Foundation, self-love is a state of appreciation for oneself that grows from actions that support our physical, psychological, and spiritual growth. Self-love means having a high regard for your own well-being and happiness. I love that one. Self-love means taking care of your own needs and not sacrificing your well-being to please others. Self-love means not settling for less than you deserve. To practice self-love doesn't mean that suddenly you lose all concern for others, or that all you now care about are your own immediate needs, because that would indeed be considered selfish. Self-love is about valuing yourself and prioritizing your happiness and well-being. Here's the funny thing, the better that we take care of ourselves, the less resentment we have towards others for not giving us what we give to them, right? And the more we actually have to give to our loved ones, our jobs, our families, our communities, and the world. If anything, self-love is the opposite of being selfish. It's like when you're on an airplane and they tell you to be sure to put your own oxygen mask before helping others. They're reminding us that we can't be much good to everyone else if we aren't getting enough oxygen ourselves. We have to take care of ourselves first. It's what sustains us. It's our energy. Now, there's a lot of talk about self-care these days, and here's the deal. Self-care is really important too, but self-care is not the same thing as self-love. Who here thinks that self-care and self-love are the same thing? If you think it's the same, drop the word same in the chat. I'd love to see who here has confused the two. Now, I actually in the past had confused the two too, but now I've learned so much different. So I've found it helpful to think of self-care as external and self-love as internal. So self-care is the action. Self-love is the belief that you deserve it. Self-care is taking a nap when you're tired. Self-love is knowing that you are not lazy for needing rest and that it is important to prioritize your needs. Self-care is getting a massage after work, but self-love is setting a boundary so that you don't end up burned out in the first place, right? Self-care is eating healthy or having a fitness routine to take care of your body. Self-love is valuing yourself enough not to let somebody else devalue you or treat you badly. You can have all the self-care routines in the world, but if you don't love yourself, if you don't value yourself, respect yourself, forgive yourself, treat yourself with love and compassion, or prioritize your own needs, then those routines are just surface level. Well, it looks to me like my time with you is just about up. So I know you have the rest of the event ahead of you, and there's going to be a lot more activities going on. So here's the deal. If you forget everything I said today after the evening is over, I do hope that you'll remember this one thing. Each time you look at yourself in the mirror, remember, you are in a relationship with yourself, and it is the most important relationship you'll ever have. It is your responsibility to prioritize you and your well-being. Now, there's a lot more where that came from in my book, I Love Me More, which is sitting behind me and also right here. But I also have free weekly email series, which I'll pull up on this slide for you here if anybody's interested. It is called Love Notes to Myself, where I send free weekly tips and reminders, just like what I covered here, and so much more. So if you want to sign up for that, they're completely free. Just scan the QR code. If that doesn't work for you, you can go to ilovemenotes.com to sign up. Okay. Before I leave you today, I just have one more question for you. Are you ready to love yourself more? Since this evening is all about celebrating all the brilliant, talented creators that we have in the room, I'm going to ask that we all come off mute and at the same time, all together state, I love me more on the count of 3, okay? Are you ready, guys? There we go. Here we go. I'm going to count to 3. 1, 2, 3. I love myself. Thank you. You're the best. Thank you so much.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Jenna, for those inspiring words. I Love Me More is something I think we can all relate to, especially as creators, because we have had to love ourselves more to pursue our dreams through YouTube, which is a career that not everyone has the courage to take on. So thank you so much, Jenna, and that was so beautiful.
And as Jenna said, all of tonight's winners will get this book as a free gift from our speaker. I think that's awesome.
Yes, a great way for all of you to keep feeling inspired beyond tonight.
Before announcing the first nominees, we want to say this clearly. Every single person tonight is already a winner.
No matter who wins, everyone will receive a special tribute gift delivered to your homes. And we have received over 120,000 videos in order to get here. And honestly, being a creator is hard.
Hours spent filming, editing, finding the energy to keep going. It feels like nobody's watching.
It takes guts to show up, to share your story, to put your voice out there.
So whether your name gets called or not, you've already done something amazing.
And tonight, we want everyone here and everyone watching to give a big round of applause to all of the incredible women that are going to be represented tonight.
Because you guys deserve it.
Okay, so on the methodology for how we got here, it was actually 120,000 videos originally, Jim, and we actually used AI to discover the hidden gems.
That's right, Brittany. Then a lot of human creation and to review them to make sure that they would fit the standards. We focused on originality, storytelling, and the initial hook that draws people in.
And then finally, a jury of our 6 creators voted on each one of the videos.
It was a lot of work, and now it's time to announce and celebrate.
So let's hear from 2 members of our jury. First, please welcome Jen Hardy. She has a YouTube channel where she shares interviews with people from the justice system, short videos that make us think, and live talks. Jen creates a space for honest and real conversations. So please welcome Jen Hardy.
All right, Jen, I'm just putting you here on the stage. Okay. Still cannot hear you. Let me turn on your mic here.
First of all, thank you to everyone who submitted those incredible videos. I was on the jury. I got to see some, and I felt like just through the first
Jen,
video
I think we cannot hear you yet.
You can't hear me? Oh no, can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Maybe try to refresh or okay, sounds good.
All right. Can you hear me now? Is that good? Okay. People are saying they can hear. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm Jen Hardy, host of the Jen Hardy Show here on YouTube, and I have seen a lot of videos over the last few years, and nothing quite like the videos that I had the pleasure of seeing through being on the jury for this competition. It was amazing. I feel like I got to know some of you women more than I know some of my closest friends. You really, really went out there and gave it your all. And I just want to say congratulations and kudos to all of you for being willing to do that. It took a lot for you to put those together, and they were just amazing. So, and I want to say thank you to Richard for Go Brunch, for everybody for putting this together. It's just an amazing, incredible evening. So thank you.
And thank you so much, Jen, for sharing.
Thank you so much for sharing with us. And now let's welcome Steph, who also helped as a juror. She is a certified hypnotist and a coach who shares inspiring content about self-love, being true to yourself, and growing as a person.
Okay, let me see here. I should bring to the stage. All right. I cannot find her here. Angela, is she here? I don't know.
Yes, she's here.
Okay. Well, that's okay. We're gonna have space for her to speak later if she joins. No worries. Back to you, Brittany and Jim.
Okay, so just an important note before we introduce the first nominees. If you win, you're welcome to stay to say a few words, and we'd love to hear from each of you. But if you're unable to speak due to any technical issues, no worries. We have a special winner's remark moment in the ceremony, so you'll still get a chance to speak later.
All right, guys. So are you ready for the first category? Let us know if you're ready. Excited to announce the first winners here. Okay, so our first category is called Lifestyle Design. And this category celebrates creators who inspire us to build happy lives with purpose. So Angela, now it's with you. Could you please show us who the nominees are for this category?
I've been making vision boards for the last several years, and not only do they work, but they usually exceed my expectations. To show you what I mean, here is my vision board from last.
What kind of energy makes you feel at home? What kind of vibe makes you feel at home? The kind of space that instantly puts you at ease, that helps you focus.
So the nominees for this category are Austin and Flora. And we do have a winner chosen. The winner is Austin. Congratulations. Would you like to say some words and come to the stage, give a speech?
Oh my goodness. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, hi everyone. I am really honored and surprised to be the first winner. This is so cool, and I really want
Let me just bring you to the stage, Austin. Just a minute. Let me just put your big camera here.
Oh,
here
thank you. Hi everyone. Wow, thank you guys so much for this. I am really surprised, but really honored to be a winner tonight. And I really wanted to also shout out Flora, who is nominated in this category with me. Her channel is all about helping you simplify your life and your business. So if you're in need of any decluttering and stuff, please also go check out her work as well. And this is just so cool. I made this video at the end of last year during a content pivot on my YouTube channel, where I really wanted to focus my content more on helping people build a balanced and creative life. And creating a vision board is such an easy and fun way to do that. So because I've been pivoting my content, sometimes it does feel like the views aren't always there. But I think that this means that, the right people are seeing stuff. And I hope it's encouragement for all of us to keep going and follow projects that we're passionate about. So thank you guys again so much for this. And congrats to everyone for being here and in this room tonight.
Thank you very much. The next category coming up is the creator economy. And this category celebrates creators who share ideas, tools, and tips to help people grow and succeed in the creator economy. Angela, can you show us who the nominees are?
We're entering what I'm calling the voyeur era of social media. It's not enough to just create the same type of content anymore. People want to see everything, know everything.
Something fascinating is happening with YouTube's algorithm. And today I'm going to break down exactly how it works to help you grow your channel in 2025. I spent the last day.
Right, you don't need to post more content to make more sales or to actually get sales in your business. You need the right content, not more content. Post more content to make more sales or to actually get sales in your business. You need the right content, not more content. Right? You don't need to post more to make more sales or to actually get sales in your business. You need the right content, not more content.
All right, so we've got 3 lovely nominees for this category. The nominees for Creator Economy are Amber, Erica, and Trina.
And the winner is Erica. Congratulations. And would you like to say some words and come on up to the stage?
Congratulations.
Awesome.
Turn on my camera. Do I have it? Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfect. You're on the stage now.
Can you see me?
Yes. You're good.
Okay. Yeah, this is great. This is awesome. Thank you guys. I love creating YouTube content, and I've been producing YouTube channels for almost 10 years now. So with my channel, I finally get a chance to be in front of the camera and teach women. So I love that this community is really celebrating women creators, because that's what I've been doing for 10 years, is producing and women's YouTube channels and celebrating. That's actually what I say. I celebrate women YouTube creators. So I think it takes a lot to put yourself out on YouTube, and it's a lot of heart, it's a lot of work, it's a lot of dedication. And for all the women here, it's absolutely incredible, like all the work that you've done, and just, being in a place on YouTube and creating content on YouTube. It says a lot about you, because I speak at a lot of conferences. I speak about YouTube all the time. And the one thing that people always tell me all the time is like, oh, I wish I could do YouTube. I wish I could do YouTube. And it is one of the best platforms out there. And I believe that I've been, producing channels for 10 years. And I just, want to say thank you to the group here, but also for all you ladies here that have been creating YouTube content. Keep doing it and doing your thing, because I think it's one of the best opportunities there is for women today. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much, Erica, and congratulations. And congratulations also to Austin, our first 2 winners for tonight. So before we continue, we want to share something special that has come out of these awards. We have created an exclusive group on Instagram, a space for all of you amazing creators and supporters who are part of the award. Some of you guys have been active in the group so far leading up to the award, but we hope to continue building that after tonight. The group is about building a real community where we can help and support each other beyond tonight, share ideas, connect, network, and grow together, join free workshops that we're planning to launch in future events, and be a part of something special because you guys are the pioneers of the very first Helen Keller Award.
So if you're not already following us on Instagram, now's the perfect time because we're sharing the link in the chat right now. Once you follow, we'll add you to the exclusive group so you can join the conversation and stay connected. The next category is creator entrepreneurship. It recognizes creators building businesses around their ideas and inspiring others to do the same. Angela, can you show us who the nominees are for this category?
I wanted my brand to be different. That's the whole reason why I created Best Girl Store, was to be able to sell custom pieces from me, my idea.
Okay, so I became a freelance copywriter initially to be able to have time autonomy so I could take better care of myself, so that I could travel the world and have new enriching experiences.
During the pandemic, when the entire world was shutting down, I was working on my first brainchild, a book called Admitted. I wasn't even...
That is a lot like them, right? Someone that, again, meets their criteria. They get to keep searching. They get to keep consuming until they find the person that is that person for them.
All right, so we have 4 lovely nominees for this category. They are Christina Fashion, Sarah Turner, Soundaria, and Steph.
And the winner is Soundaria. Congratulations. Would you like to say a few words? Come on up to the stage. Is she here?
I saw her earlier logging in.
I'm here.
All right.
Awesome. Congratulations.
I'm putting you on the stage. All right,
Oh
here.
boy.
Congratulations.
Oh God. This is so sweet of you guys. Yeah, honestly, this is the first of the kind event that I've been part of, by the way. So you're setting a trend here. I've never been part of a virtual award ceremony for creators. So it's just, yeah, thrilled. I definitely didn't expect that I would be the winner. So congrats to everyone else on the category as well. Really touched. Thank you so much.
Thank you for those words, Soundaria, and congratulations. And I'm really glad that you said that you've never been to anything like this before, because I want to take a moment to explain what space that we're in right now. This award show is hosted in a space called Go Brunch. So right now, Angela's going to play a video to explain more about what Go Brunch is and how it works. Okay, so our next category is called Everyday Tech, and it honors creators who make technology accessible and useful in our daily lives. So Angela, would you please show us the nominees for Everyday Tech?
Once in a lifetime Northern Light shots at Lofoten Islands, Norway is blurry. We've all been there. You spend thousands on premium mirrorless gear, yet sometimes your photos still...
One thing I've noticed in using this tool for about a year and a half now is that sometimes it can really speed up your development work. And in other...
Today I'm excited to share Farm Finder, an app I designed to help farmers market shoppers find the best market based on their wants and needs.
If you want to have Canva as your all-in-one solution to a lot of your marketing and content creation needs, and you don't want to be using any other software, you will be able to record.
Nominees for the Everyday Tech category are Belinda, Faraday Academy, Felicia, and Yelena, sorry.
Okay, and the winner is Yelena. Congratulations. Would you like to come to the stage and say a few words to accept your award, Yelena?
I'm inviting you here to the stage. Let's see. Yes, we can hear you. Let me see if I can put you in the camera here on the stage. You're going to see here Oh, here you are.
I'm trying to get the camera to work. Wow. First of all, thank you so much for putting this on. Just like Soundaria was saying, I have never been a part of anything like this, and I definitely did not expect to win either, because I started my YouTube channel years and years ago, and it was a very challenging journey as somebody whose English is not the first language. So I'm really excited, and also congratulations to all the nominees, and I'm really excited to be here.
And now we have a special guest. She started performing at the age of 6 and made her television debut on Good Day New York on Fox and Dora the Explorer on Nickelodeon. She has performed in venues around the country and the world, including Washington, D.C., Yankee Stadium, Barclays Center, Chicago, Taiwan, and Thailand.
She's won several awards, including the Presidential Volunteer Service Award, the Ola Breakthrough Artist Award, and the Marvin Hamlisch International Music Award presented by Clive Davis.
You can find her under @SophiaAngelicaMusic on all platforms, and she's in our Instagram group.
So let's welcome Sophia Angelica.
Hello, can you all see me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can see you. Wow.
My head's not cut off, nothing, we're good. Well, thank you so much for the invitation. It's an honor to be here. I have my tech guy in the back ready to play the music. This song is called Flying On, and Flying On is the song that actually won the Marvin Hamlisch International Music Award, and I'm so excited to share it with you all. It's on my latest album, #Angelica, so you can find it on Spotify, etc. All right, hit it. Sorry, technical difficulties. Okay.
No worries. Take your time.
It starts with direction, a simple revelation. I'm stuck in rotation, can't seem to escape it, but I run to the edges and find a new sensation. A whirlwind spinning, hoping that I'll make it as I hold my breath and lift my feet off the ground. Yeah, I'm flying, yeah, I'm flying, spread my wings out wide as I touch the sky. Yeah, I'm breathing in this feeling as I'm taking off into moving on. Yeah, I'm flying on, flying on, flying on. Moment I'm frozen, afraid of all the changes that I fight for the cycle. Now it's time to break it as I hold my breath and lift my feet off the ground. Yeah, I'm flying, yeah, I'm flying, spread my wings out wide as I touch the sky. Yeah, I'm breathing in this feeling as I'm taking off into moving on. Yeah, I'm flying on, flying on, flying on, yeah. Can't you feel the magic? High above the rain. Can't you feel the freedom calling out your name? I touch the sky, breathing in these feeling as I'm taking off and I'm moving on, flying on, flying on, flying on. Yeah, I'm flying on, flying on, flying on. As I touch the sky, fly on, spread my wings out wide. As I touch the sky, fly on, fly on. Ooh. Thank you so much, everyone.
What a beautiful and inspiring song. Thank you so much for sharing your talent with us, Sophia. That was awesome.
Thank you so much. Yes, this song is just about following your dreams and not being afraid to do so. So that's what you all are doing, and I'm so proud to be a part of this.
Wow, thank you so much. That was so beautiful. And with that, how is everyone feeling so far? Can we get a little update in the comments from anyone? I wanted to say that we have some friends in the North Carolina area who are experiencing a storm. So I hope all of you guys stay safe out there. But how's everyone else doing? A little hungry? Sorry we didn't serve popcorn at this event, but if we were in person, we could definitely have some popcorn for you guys.
You guys
All
must have missed
right,
the buffet.
feeling great. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Glad that you're still with us, Tracy. That's good that you're still on. Okay. Stephanie, you missed the first half, but you can watch it on the YouTube replay, so that will be good for you to catch up on whatever you missed. We had some good keynote speakers and stuff, so definitely check that out. All right, so our next category is the personal finance category. We are celebrating creators who are helping people take control of their money. So, Angela, who are the nominees for this category?
The process of tracking your finances is taking you away from building your business, teaching classes, giving services.
Of real estate agents, 2 Facebook groups that I was the owner and manager of that had 30,000 people in them. Poof, gone. I finally had to go to the bank and stop.
Selling a home isn't like selling your old sneakers online. It's a complex legal transaction with a mountain of paperwork, disclosures, and regulations. Contracts, addendums, title searches.
I learned so many skills like how to use a camera, art, sewing, negotiating, sales skills, and from that young age, I started honing in.
Nominees for the personal finance categories are Better Witch, Karen, Level Up with Kina, and Lillian.
And the winner for the personal finance category is Lillian. Congratulations, Lillian. Would you like to come up and make a speech and accept your award? All right. Richard, do we know if Lillian's here?
Yeah, I haven't seen Lillian. I don't think.
Okay, that is too bad. Hopefully she pops up at some point and we can have her winner's remarks at the end.
Absolutely.
Let's move on.
Okay. A special thanks to you, Nikki, one of our amazing jury members who couldn't be with us today. We're thinking of you and sending lots of love.
With gratitude to Desiree Martinez, one of our wonderful jury members. Though she couldn't join us today, her contributions are greatly valued. So we wanted to send her good vibes and thank her for her contribution.
And now the next category is personal growth. This category honors creators who help us grow and be the best versions of ourselves. Angela, please show us the nominees for this category.
was a new devil or a new punishment. It was called karma. Karma, which is whatever you give out, you get back. The law of cause and effect, basically, the law of cause and effect.
I ended up breaking the engagement and calling it off because it didn't feel right. And so I didn't go through with it. And I felt like an absolute...
Remember that life is but a dream. You are not stuck. If you ever feel like you're stuck, if anyone ever makes you feel like you're stuck...
He's going to be very missed. I have donated to... I have donated to...
Okay, so our nominees for personal growth are Crystal, Glamourpuss MD, Mana, and Traceface.
And the winner is, we really need a drum roll in here, Traceface. Congratulations. Would you like to say some words and come to the stage?
Sure. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, let me put you in this stage, Trace, just a minute. I'm just trying to find here. Okay, here it is. Just a minute, guys. I'm put here, Trace, and here we are, putting you in the stage in 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Oh wow, this is such an honor, and it's a big surprise. You know, I created my work. It was just kind of like this deep desire I had to help people feel seen and to help people feel supported, and especially people that have gone through really rough things in their life, especially abusive relationships. So to be recognized for my personal growth, it's not been an easy journey, but it's one that I decided to share with the world, and it's for every survivor who wants to be seen and heard and doesn't want to be silenced anymore. So I appreciate this so much. I feel like it's crying because it's just so nice to be recognized. And I thank you guys so much. And I agree with, I'm probably going to say her name wrong, Sundara and Jelena, about this, that you guys are doing this is amazing. So thank you so much for believing in my work. I appreciate it more than you know.
Well, congratulations again, Traceface. All of us creators understand the struggle of building an online presence. So let's take a moment and learn about Terracotta's free website tool.
Hello, I'm Ashley, and I'm proud to represent launchfreewebsite.com, a sponsor of this year's Helen Keller Award. It's a true honor to support an event that recognizes resilience, advocacy, and the power of breaking barriers. At launchfreewebsite.com, we believe in the spirits of entrepreneurship, empowering every voice, and supporting those who make a difference. Congratulations to all the honorees, and thank you for inspiring us to do more, give more, and be more. And thank you for letting us be a part of this important moment.
And let's continue with the next category.
Okay, so our next category is the emotional wellness category, which celebrates creators who help people care for their mental health, stay strong, and feel connected to others. So Angela, would you mind sharing who the nominees are for emotional wellness, please?
Have you become comfortable in your internal conflicts? I know I'm striking a nerve with some of you right now, and it's okay. I have these conversations with myself too.
That karmic debt needs to be repaid. That's what I'm hearing. And it is being repaid. And I think as it's being repaid, they're watching you.
It's honestly changed my life. I used to spend over 6 hours a day on my phone, and now my average, I spend about an hour and a half on my phone. I keep my brick right here in my office. It's magnet.
Then came that Saturday, September 5th. I'll never forget that date. I woke up and it wasn't spotting anymore. My heart sank.
And now the nominees for the emotional wellness category are Melanie, Sage, Stephanie, and Tara Lou.
And the winner is, drum roll, Tarlu. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Would you like to come up and say some words, Tarlu?
Just adding you here.
We can hear and
Your
see
mic
you.
now? Perfect.
Yeah. Well, it's hopefully not in the void anymore. You've got a bunch of new fans after tonight. So thank you and congratulations, Tarlu. So inspiring. And I keep hearing this theme that you guys are not expecting your rewards. And I bet like us small creators are not used to getting this recognition. So that's why we wanted to have this event tonight. So moving on, I wanted to give a special thank you to Jackie, one of our amazing jury members who couldn't be with us today, but we are thinking of you and sending you lots of love. And now I'd like to welcome Tanya Smith. She is the founder of Stream Like a Boss, where she helps people turn live streams and podcasts into steady income without chasing algorithms or losing their voice. So please welcome Tanya.
Welcome, Tanya.
Yes, we can
You're on
hear
the
you.
stage here, Tanya. See if you get like the request for your camera. Perfect.
Bam.
Hey friends, how's it going? Just wanted to tell you a little bit about this tool that we have developed in-house called Firecut. And it's basically a tool that helps video editors and creators save a shit ton of time in video editing. So it's basically a plugin that plugs directly into Adobe Premiere Pro. And the goal of the plugin is to get you to a rough first cut of your video within minutes rather than within hours. It's a work in progress, but it's a product that keeps on developing over time with new features added to it based on customer feedback. So if you fancy checking it out, there are more details on this page, and thank you for watching. See you later.
At No Stress Writing Academy, world building isn't just something we teach. It's what we do with every stroke of the pen or tap of the keyboard. Whether you're an aspiring author or a seasoned storyteller, our courses are designed to help
out is not just the excellence of your projects, but it's the impact that you're making. The people reached, the barriers removed, the doors open. So to every single one of you as award recipients and nominees, I want to say congratulations. Your dedication reminds us that what it means to serve with vision and heart is everything. So thank you for your videos. Thank you for your projects and just for being yourself out in the world.
Thank you, Tanya, for those inspiring words. I appreciate that stuff.
Yes, thank you so much, Tanya. That was lovely. Stylish studio, by the way, loving the pink. And a big thank you to all of our wonderful jury who helped tonight making the tough decisions of choosing these winners. So we've got 2 more award categories left, but first let's learn about a cool tool called Firecut AI, which can help creators like us edit videos even smarter.
Hey friends, how's it going? Just wanted to tell you a little bit about this tool that we have developed in-house called Firecut. And it's basically a tool that helps video editors and creators save a shit ton of time in video editing. So it's basically a plugin that plugs directly into Adobe Premiere Pro. And the goal of the plugin is to get you to a rough first cut of your video within minutes rather than within hours. It's a work in progress, but it's a product that keeps on developing over time with new features added to it based on customer feedback. So if you fancy checking it out, there are more details on this page, and thank you for watching. See you later.
Jim, I think microphone, sorry. It was bound to happen once to us, I'm sure. Still.
Background noise.
There we go. Okay.
Always happen. So our next category, podcast interview, celebrates creators who share powerful talks and inspiring stories through their podcasts. Angela, who are the nominees for this category?
Entrenched in our profession. So when we leave that profession behind, all of a sudden it's like, oh my gosh, well, who am I really?
Except from a Buddhist monk, I believe, who I interviewed. He talked about how suffering is the door to spiritual evolution. So
What's your favorite part about being you?
I'm amazing. I'm resilient. I'm powerful. I'm strong. Yeah.
All right, and our lovely nominees for this category are Andy, Fit for Joy, and Kayla.
And the winner is Kayla. Congratulations. Would you like to come up to the words?
Congratulations, Kayla.
Thank you. Can you hear me? Yes? Okay. Because I can't
hear you.
Okay, now I hear you. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much. I want to thank the team over at Helen Keller. I think so often smaller creative voices do go unrecognized. And so a mission and vision like this is definitely just reassurance that the algorithm doesn't matter, that viral doesn't matter, as long as you have a voice and a vision. And so that's what my podcast is founded on. So thank you for that recognition. This is super exciting. I also just want to give a quick shout out to my family and friends who always support me. Being a creator is tough on those days where I don't feel like I'm good enough, or I feel like maybe this isn't what I'm supposed to be doing. I have a team of executive producers, as I call them, who make sure that I'm still potting and still using my voice. And last but certainly not least, well, second to last, I want to thank God for giving me the gift of voice and the gift of creativity. And I want to thank my community, the women who show up and listen to the pod, leave comments, and have conversation and let me know that this is needed and this is something that's helping them. So thank you guys so much.
Congratulations. All right.
Let's throw it to Hard Out. Create your custom books and another way to share your story.
At No Stress Writing Academy, world building isn't just something we teach. It's what we do with every stroke of the pen or tap of the keyboard. Whether you're an aspiring author or a seasoned storyteller, our courses are designed to help you confidently craft compelling stories without the stress. Backing our mission is Heart Ally Books, an exclusive, independent, and collaborative publishing company dedicated to guiding select new authors into the marketplace.
Deal attention in the air. With that, let's move on to our final category of the night.
That's right. It's called Real Lives, Real Stories. And this category celebrates creators who shine a light on real people and authentic experiences. Let's see who the nominees are in this category. Angela, hit that play button, please.
In the quiet town of Highland, Utah, a friendship turned deadly in one of the most bizarre cases of premeditated murder we've seen. This isn't just a story about
By
death.
July of 2024, after a year of us bonding and me trying to be a support system for her, she started acting weird and ghosting me with no explanation yet again. And I decided that this time
I took a psychology class. I don't have a degree or anything like that, but my basic knowledge of it, I know that what happened to me was wrong, and I definitely
And the nominees for this category, Real Lives, Real Stories, are Chasing, Jackie, and Yolanda.
And the winner is Chasing. Congratulations, Chasing. I think she might have had some connection issues. So we will see.
Stay Chasing if you're there. Otherwise,
yeah, if you'd like to say some words and make a speech. Otherwise, we can save it for the final remarks at the end if you want to do an audio test in a private room. Until then.
Yay, Chasing. Congrats. Okay, yeah, I think Chasing is probably off. Okay, I can see her. Yay.
Okay, here she is.
Wow, this is amazing. I have a bunch of my friends over in the YouTube side of it, and they're excited, but I'm thinking, oh, an award that I probably won't win that. So a lot of the stories I talk about are hard. They're about missing kids or crimes or people who don't have a voice anymore. So I try to represent that voice in a respectful way. So it's a little difficult, but this tells me that those things don't go unnoticed. And you can see a lot of negativity sometimes when you don't get the views and you think, wow, this is really important. So I really appreciate that you guys nominated me, and congrats to everybody. This has been so positive and exciting. I appreciate it.
Wow, thank you so much for that speech. I think your name is Tracy. Your first name is Tracy.
It is Tracy.
Right? Okay, sorry
Yeah.
about that. Well, thank you so much, and congratulations. And I hope that your connection is being stable over there. And thanks to everyone who, if you guys sent friends to watch the live stream on YouTube, then hello to everyone there, and thanks for tuning in. So now it's time for the winner's remarks. Richard, was there anyone who wasn't able to share? I think we had one person who wasn't able to share.
Let's see here. I think everyone spoke. Let me know here in the chat, guys, if we miss any of you.
Okay, if anyone has shown up, I think there was one person, but anyway, I think we can move on from that if no one has anything in the chat here.
Oh yeah, it was Stephanie. Perfect. Okay, let me just come back here. And I'll bring you up, Stephanie. Thank you for the... Okay, here it is. All right, here you are.
Okay, I just wanted to say hello, everyone, and what an absolute honor it's been to serve as a jury member for this year's Helen Keller Award. Watching the videos, hearing your stories, and seeing the creativity and the heart you put in to all of your work, it was honestly so inspiring. You made our job as jurors both incredibly rewarding and incredibly difficult. It was so hard to choose. The talent and impact of this community is unreal. And a huge thank you to the organizers for the opportunity to be a part of this. It was such a beautiful experience. And to all of you for reminding us how powerful it is when people come together with courage, compassion, and a vision for change. And if you'd like to stay connected or need a little extra dose of encouragement, I'd love to invite you to join me on my YouTube channel, which is Beautifully Changed. So I love to share confidence tips, mindset tools, and all the little reminders that living a beautiful, fulfilling life is for you too. So congratulations to all the nominees and winners. And thank you again for inspiring all of us. Your work is very important and very impactful. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Steph. That was wonderful. Thank you for those kind words. And we're glad to have you on the jury. So now if we can ask all of you guys to turn on your cameras, those who would like to be in the group photo, let's take a picture together. So everyone can turn on their their cameras, and Richard can allow all cams to go on. Oh, thanks, Andy. All right, I see cameras popping on, and then yeah, you can take the picture, Richard or Angela. I wasn't sure who's doing it. Smile, everyone. Are you getting it, Richard?
Yes, I got it.
All right. Good job, everybody.
Team a round of applause. You guys are amazing.
God, what an incredible night. We've seen passion, creativity, and we've celebrated you creators that the world definitely needs to hear.
Yes, congratulations to all of our beautiful nominees and winners. You are all winners, though, really, because it is not easy to be a creator. We all know that. So congratulations to everyone here, because all of you deserve it. And a huge thanks to our jury, our partners, and everyone who was involved in making this event tonight possible. So I want to hear one more time from everyone in the chat. Do you guys feel more inspired by celebrating these other creators tonight? Let us know how you're feeling and And what's your sentiment right now? All right, that's great.
Sure.
More inspired, fun and cool. We're really glad that you guys enjoyed it. This has been so fun. Oh, thanks, Trace. It's such a unique opportunity to give you guys the recognition that you deserve. Like, that's just so cool.
Keep them coming. Keep them coming. And please join the Instagram group. We're sharing the link in the channel, even though it's rolling through. We're going to pop that link in there. And let's continue this conversation and make history together. Thank you for being a part of the Helen Keller Award ceremony. And until next time, take care.
Bye, everyone.